is making headlines in the country today. Khalusha, the prime suspect in the mysterious murders witnessed in Kware pipeline, will remain in police custody for 30 days after being arraigned. Khalusha, who was arrested following the discovery of 10 bodies and 13 body parts at a quarry in pipeline area, has however denied claims by the DCI that he confessed to killing 42 women, including his wife, claiming he was tortured and coerced by police officers to confess to a crime he says he did not commit. 2 more suspects have been arrested in connection to the murders.
Accompanied by 6 DCI detectives, Khalusha, the prime suspect in the murder of over 10 women in Quarry area, arrived at Kiambu Law Courts. In handcuffs, he was ushered to the dock. However, the miscellaneous application filed at the court failed to be heard after the court raised concerns over jurisdiction of the matter at hand. And after deliberations, a decision was reached to transfer the suspect to Makadara Law Courts. Off, the team left for Makadara Law Courts. It is here before Principal Magistrate Irene Gichobi that Khalusha had his day in court.
The body remains at Nairobi Funeral Home.
The prosecution side asked the court to grant them 30 days to hold the suspect as they conclude investigations into allegations that the suspect killed 42 women. An application that was opposed by Khalusha through his lawyer, the suspect claims that he was coerced to confess.
My client has been subjected to horrendous, inhuman mistreatment so that he can confess to issues which are alien to him. Confessions the public is being treated to is firstly laughable.
Investigating officer Patrick Kware told the court that preliminary investigations has showed that the suspect met one of the victims at the site where so far 10 bodies and 13 body parts have been retrieved.
26th of June 2024, the respondent before him was geo-located on the same location together with one of his victims, namely Josephine Murongo Owino, the day she went missing.
Wachira, while defending the 30 days request to hold the suspect, said they will be preferring murder charges against the suspect who was using SIM cards and phones registered using other people's national identification cards.
Your Honor, the respondent has a high likelihood to continue with his criminal behaviors, or if he is released on board or bail.
The investigating officer, who also informed the court that the suspect lives around 500 meters from the scene of crime, says post-mortem results have revealed that the victims died as a result of blunt force trauma to the head.
The respondent will be detained at Gigiri police station for a period of 30 days, pending conclusion of investigations.
With the 30 days granted, detectives are expected to use the time to trace more suspects and witnesses, conduct identification parades, recover more bodies, do a mental assessment to determine whether he is fit to stand trial. The case will be mentioned on August 16th. 2 more suspects, Amos Momanyi and Moses Ogembo, have been arrested after they were found in possession of phones believed to belong to some of the victims.
Now, staying on that story, investigation into the brutal murders and dumping of several young women in Quarry area of Pipeline continued into the 2nd day. The bodies are set to undergo X-ray imaging, among other procedures. The forensic team is analyzing each image, searching for clues, the style of murder, age, indicators, and whether there are any bullet marks. Families arrived hoping to find their missing loved ones among the lifeless forms. Ode Francis was at the city mortuary and filed this report.
In the heart of Nairobi, a grim scene unfolds as more bodies are brought in for examination. The second phase of X-ray imaging is now underway, revealing haunting secrets hidden beneath the surface. Families, desperate for answers, gather at City Mortuary their grief palpable. Wilkista Knight Ososo, known on the street as Blessy, vanished without a trace. Her family, led by Celine Ososo, has arrived at the funeral home, hoping to find closure.
Nilipata report tarehe 24. Nikapigiwa simu na rafiki yake mwenye anaitwa Rosi. Akaniambia Blessy amepotea, haonekani.
But they are not alone. Irene Chepkemboi Kirwa's family from Kitale's Endebes shares a pain very much similar. Irene's sister, Rael Cherop Kirwa, anxiously awaits news. Irene lived just meters away from where other bodies were found.
Ilikuwa mwezi wa 4 tarehe 28 on Friday. Alienda tu asubuhi kama kawaida, na wakati ilifika saa 11 ya jioni, tunajaribu kumpigia simu tukijiuliza kwa nini mpaka saa hii Irene hajarudi kwa nyumba.
The investigations revealed a chilling pattern. Both Wilkista and Irene disappearance after their sales job in Mukuru Street. Different times, same circumstances.
Friday usiku saa 3:30 saa 4 kupiga simu yake, mwanaume ndiye alishika simu. Akaniambia kwamba Blessy ameshikwa kondani Thika police station. Ni kwenda Thika Sunday, sikumpata. Nikaangalia police station zote sikumuona.
Simu tu message imetumwa. Ni nani mwenzangu? Nikamwambia mimi ni sister yake. Akaniambia niende Thika police station. Ati sister yangu ameshikwa, niende Thika police station. Ama nimpigie simu on Tuesday.
What connection does the station hold? The Department of Social Service in Nairobi County and the Red Cross confirms that 16 families have arrived desperate to identify their loved ones, yet only 2 families have succeeded so far.
Nimefunguliwa nikaziangalia, lakini ni ngumu sana ku identify kwa sababu washakuwa mifupa tayari.
Most of the people who want to get here today cannot make it because of the protests. They can't get transport to this place and even back home. So we don't have many families here today.
The morgue offers a chance for the families to get answers on how their kins died, and they are very keen on that. It may also provide answers to an unsettled nation that has watched with piling horror each discovery on another body from a disused quarry in Mukuru.
Now, as families of Irene and Wilkista long to see their loved ones, the DCI will be collecting samples, that is DNA samples, to ascertain the ages and the identities of the bodies in this mortuary. Today, the X-rays exercise will ascertain if the bodies bear gunshot wounds or not.